Hello, hello. Sorry I am a little late. I have to figure out what I'm doing with my car in Canada. Hi, Ritsu, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome in. Moving to Canada, the logistics are crazy. Oops, actually, this is 89. There we go. All right, let's save this out. Let's go over here. Oh, for those of you who keep up on the comic, I'll leave this in the VOD as well. If you want to check out my comic, Chapter 12 just was updated yesterday, so it'll be updating every Wednesday, 2 pages per week. But you can always check out the comic itself over on Tapas and Webtoon. I changed my Twitch name. Sometimes it's good to have a little change up. Hi, Gabriel. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm going to hydrate. I got the new summer flavor of the Alani, which is purple cotton candy. Oh, it's good. It's kind of grapey. Not going to lie. That's very summery. Okay, let me figure out how many panels we have. Oh, it's a 4-panel page. This is going to be easy to get done. Well, yeah, awesome. Any reason that you changed the name, Ritsu? Was you just looking for something new, something fresh? I think about that sometimes. I'm like, I could just randomly change my name. I had this I guess he wasn't really a teacher. He was his official position was friend of the students at the college that I went to. So he was kind of the liaison between the administration and the student body. His name was Eve, and he had actually reached the maximum limit for how many times you can change your name legally in the United States. Like, I don't remember how many times. How many times can you legally change your name? Let's see. In the state of Colorado, the legal limit, there is no legal limit, actually. As long as you can prove it's not not for illegal stuff. I don't remember what stopped him from doing it, but eventually, I think it was because of business confusion. But it had been like 12 times or something. It was a lot. Oh yeah, totally. That's valid, Ritsu. I love it. I like your new username. It's a great name. How you doing, Gabriel? I hope you're having a great day. Actually, I don't need to do this. I don't know why I'm like this. Also, new Evanescence is interesting, y'all. I feel very old, but Evanescence released a new album, and I don't like all of their songs, but some of them are bops. So that's interesting. And her voice is still very beautiful. She's super talented, but like, dang. I feel like I'm 80,000 years old. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do kind of one of these bad boys here. This is definitely the best song in this album. I can see why they led with it and released this one early. I still have to finish listening to the rest of the album to figure out if I like it. But I'm excited for the new Adam Lambert album. I want that to come out. I'm actually going to not do a box at the bottom of this. Okay, let me open up Daz. I got to open up the Trippy Taco. Hey, Alter, what's going on? How are you today? We're going to be working on some comic pages. I got to finish up blocking this thing. Yesterday, we did the title page for this chapter, which was very fun. Yeah, nice. Being able to do character illustrations is fun. The comics definitely changed over a period of time, but I don't mind. Or no, not this one. This one isn't the best song. It's Who Will You Follow? Although this one's pretty good though. Oh, did Daz update? Oh, I got new Daz. Hopefully this won't mess with me. We're gonna see. Payday 2. Yeah, I've never played the Payday games. Hopefully it's fun though. Okay, well the lighting engine is way better. Oh, is it? What? Why you no do this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I guess we're good. Wow, the lighting engine in this new thing is insane. Oh no, the textures got so much more realistic. Oh, y'all. Oh no. Oh no, they're scary looking. Alright, that's alright. They're not as... Can I... Well, let's see. Oh, this is filament. I don't want smooth shaded. We want texture shaded. There we go. I fixed it. I was like, oh, this is hyper realistic. This is terrifying. Oh, I want to try and see what art college I can do that's online for illustration or fine art. All right. Well, as your local illustration and animation professor, I actually teach at a college. I teach both in the illustration and animation departments at colleges. My number one college that I would recommend for online school is the Academy of Art University, if you are in the US. That would be the school that I would recommend. I got my graduate degree from there. I need to actually fix this thing because it's crooked in here, but just in case anybody wants to know, look, there it is. Wow. Academy of Art University. It was me in visual development. Crazy. So that would be the school that I would personally recommend. They're one of the more affordable schools. Here, no, I would say if you're going to go to art school, Alter, do not move to the US, actually. That's the only recommendations I can make are in the US because I've only gone to art school in the US. If you're going to move anywhere for school, do not, full stop, move to the US. If I was recommending schools in Canada, I would actually recommend the Emily Carr University in Vancouver. I'm currently trying to get a job there, so I might be a little bit biased. But if you're in the U.S., I would say Academy of Art University is going to be the most affordable. They have a great illustration program. I graduated from the Viz Dev department. So that's game design and illustration, but their illustration department is stellar over there. I would avoid the Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design. That's the school that I currently teach for, and I went to hell and back being in that school. I'm high-key traumatized. If you have the money to go to a school like DigiPen for illustration, that would be not a bad one, but that's less fine art and more game and animation. That's, I think, in California. I would personally avoid ultra expensive schools like SCAD. That's the Savannah College of Art and Design. But yeah, take a look. If you have any questions, you can always ask me about it. I've worked in the admissions department for arts colleges. I've worked as an art professor at art college, and I've gone to 2 different arts colleges in the United States. So I can hopefully point you in the right direction. But I loved AAU. I thought they were fantastic. If you can move and go in person in San Fran, that's awesome. But if not, it was like I did it all online. I had 0 issues with it. The AAU team was amazing. Yeah, Vancouver ain't that far. Yeah. Emily Carr is like, as far as I understand, one of the best, let's see, what is best art school in BC, Canada. Emily Carr. Yeah, Emily Carr is considered the best and most prestigious art school in British Columbia and Canada. So, I was right. I had a good feeling about it. I looked at their website and I was like, these guys seem like they are the right people, you know? Like, it just seems like the good vibe. They had the good vibe. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the same. Oh, so all of my local files are gone. Okay, that ain't good. So I'm going to have to reload these eventually. I'll figure it out. Okay, let me look at my... Okay, I gotta set them down. Alright, let's see. I need to actually move Sean. Okay, so I kind of like the new Daz layout, actually. I don't hate it. Let me sit her ass down. Sorry, I gotta do a little bit of pre-planning on this stuff. Wow, so this is actually significantly less garbage. Where is this seat? It's this one. Okay. Let me bend this up. Actually, let me just bend this. All right. Yeah, do not move to the US for fucking college, man. It is hilariously expensive. Like, for context, my husband is going to in British Columbia, the University of British Columbia. That's considered what we in the US call an Ivy League school. Those Ivy League schools are some of the most expensive schools in the world. Those things cost literally they cost like $120K a year to go. That's just the tuition, right? The University of British Columbia is equivalent in academic standard to an Ivy League school. It's in the top 20 schools in the world, right? And that school costs 30,000 USD to go to. Like, schools in the US are a fucking scam. It's so bad. Oh yeah, Ritsu, I wouldn't worry about it too bad. I agree. I did online art school both times for the same reason. And actually I got my other master's from George Washington University as well. And I did that one entirely online. So my whole schooling career has been teaching online and going to school online, or sometimes hybrid online and in person in some cases. But yeah, I really like AAU's online program and how they run it. Some of the classes are synchronous, so you're going to sit in Zoom meetings with teachers and everybody has class at the same time, just like you would in an on-campus environment, which is really, really nice. And other online art schools just don't offer that. It's like 100% asynchronous, which means that you're just going to kind of like log in and not be in the same class as your other students, which does kind of suck. So that to me was like a major reason why I chose to go to AAU instead for grad school. Well, and they're one of the only schools that I saw that had like a concept art degree as well. So that was like pretty, that was a huge decision for why I ended up, doing that. Because I wanted to go to school for concept art specifically. Wow, the lighting in this engine is completely different. Holy shit. Talk about a tech upgrade. I was working in like 4 and I just jumped 2 generations of DAS. Holy shit. All right, I don't have to censor any of this. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Yeah, it's so expensive, Ritsu. I think the tuition when I went in 2025 for AAU was about, I think, $25K a year, give or take. So about the same as like a big university. So definitely not as cheap as like a, oh, actually, I need a wide angle lens for this. Not as cheap as like a community college. Unfortunately, most art schools are private. And so that means that they are just unnecessarily expensive. But it's definitely cheaper than SCAD. SCAD is like $80K a year. And I think DigiPen also runs about the same. It's like 80 something K, which is high-key obnoxious. But it's really bad. If you don't have a driver's license and you're looking to move somewhere that you don't need a driver's license to navigate, Vancouver is definitely the place. I'm planning on just moving and getting a bus pass and then effectively never driving my car ever again. Yeah, Alter, the US is a scam. There's a reason that I'm moving to Canada. Like, legitimately, I have like $180,000 of student loan debt and I regret nothing. But definitely as an adult, there's no ability for me to buy a house here. There's no ability for me to pay off my student loan debt. My husband has a bunch of medical debt that he can't pay off, and so this is the first time by moving to Canada, this is going to be the first time that he has the ability in his life as a 30-year-old person to be able to actually go to school. It's really bad. And he comes from a family where his dad makes 6 figures and he still can't. We can't afford to go to school. Insane. Oh, actually, just kidding. Just kidding. I sneezed. This is the wrong angle for this. It's it bad here. I'm very excited to not be here anymore. This place is the devil. Okay, better. Hello? Photoshop, please. There we go. This looks totally different than what it used to. Okay, so let me figure out really quick. Oh, okay. Our college is in Michigan. Let me look. I would say, let's see. I would say, so for career advice, I would say if you want to go into either illustration or fine art, I would personally go to an illustration degree. It's a little bit more versatile, and you as an illustrator can still make fine art. So for example, let's see, do I have my original art here? Yeah, like this is a great example. Like I got an illustration degree and I can still, I've made fine art and sold it in galleries. So you can still do fine art with an illustration degree, but illustration will allow you to do more commercial work. It looks like if you want around the same level of tuition, if the Kendall College of Art and Design in Grand Rapids seems to be the most comparable school. That's an actual art school. So that might be something to look at. I don't know anybody who has ever gone to Kendall College, so I can't speak for their quality of education. The next option for an art school is going to be the College for Creative Studies in Detroit, but that is a world-class elite school, so that's going to be like 50 to 80K. So that's going to be more along like the lines of SCAD. So that's if you want to go in person, and then yeah, if you want to go online, I would say AAU is a solid choice. AAU is a great choice if you want to get into the film and game industry because they have a lot of connections over there. But yeah, the one in Grand Rapids, because that's Kendall. That would be a pretty good one. I would check it out. It looks like there's only really 2 arts colleges in Michigan, and it's Kendall or the creative college, and Kendall seems pretty good. But definitely look at reviews. Keep in mind that when you do look at reviews for any private art school, guaranteed you're going to find a Reddit thread where people are like, oh my god, they stole my money and it's so bad and I didn't learn anything. And there's like going to be a lot of people complaining. And the reason for that is because all art schools are for profit, which means that they accept pretty much everybody. And some people, like I can say this as a teacher, some people are just not built for art. And then when they don't learn anything because they themselves are not very good at art, then they blame the teacher and then they blame the institution because it's like they took my money, quote unquote. But in reality, it's like they didn't turn in any of their fucking assignments. So like, you know, it's like that was on them, not on the institution. So do keep that in mind when looking up reviews, but I would look up also too if their graduates like get any jobs or what graduate level work looks like for the school itself, because then that'll help you determine whether or not you want to go to a school like that. What are their graduates doing? But yeah, the only 2 schools I can speak for are REMCAD, which is kind of our Colorado version of that Kendall School for Art, so it's probably pretty similar. And AAU, which is more of an industry focus. That's more of you want to go into film and games, or you want to go and do a kind of prestigious career in, you know, maybe editorial illustration. But illustration degrees are going to be really more about learning how to practice the actual aspect, like drawing itself, and less about, I guess, learning industry-specific schools, because the reality is with illustration, all you have to do in order to be good at illustration or to get a job in illustration is be good at drawing, right? Practice as much as you humanly possibly can, and then go from there, right? And that's something, of course, you can teach yourself, but I found I was way more successful when I was learning it from somebody else. I was not good enough to, like, self-teach. Which is, it is what it is. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to have to kind of suffer, unfortunately, and do a big background here. Establishing shots are the worst, but that's all right. So I'm going to actually start with the background. Got a little bit of a 3-point perspective going on here. Actually, there we go. But yeah, either way, like regardless, I think of where you go, as long as you got good teachers that are willing to teach you the fundamentals and know their stuff, illustration is a significantly easier industry to find good teachers in. The thing that I ran into when I was going to school was that game design teachers and animation teachers are really hard to find because they would rather be in the industry, right? They'd rather be working at studios or rather be working on their own independent films and stuff. And the reality is that they are not stopping to teach, you know? So a lot of the teachers that I had in games were just like ass. They were so bad. They were real bad. You know that moment when you're like, for whatever reason, it... Oh, yes. Yeah, please, definitely ask your teachers. And you might find that as you get further along, too. Like, I know RimCAD did a bunch of outreach events, so we had people from the outreach team come to my art classes and be like, hey, you should enroll in RimCAD, you know, and they were like, they would give you, like, little pamphlets and stuff about why you should go to the school and how to go to, like, open house events and things like that, and, like... That was fine. They aren't very honest about the school, but going to like portfolio events and like overall it's just like good to talk to the teachers that are actually at the institution and make sure you know like kind of who you're dealing with. But as long as you're getting good instruction, you can't really go wrong. And as long as you practice too, you're willing to practice skills outside of class, that's going to be the number one most important thing that you can do for your career. I don't remember what this door looks like. Fun. I don't know what's going on. I love it when half of the figures just randomly pop up again. It's like, hello? Cool, yeah, no worries, Ritsu. I'm excited, though. That's really, really cool. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Oh yeah, this is... I actually colored that wrong. That was that's an error. We don't talk about it. This should be a lovely flat. And we got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to clean this up once we get there, but that's okay. I'm not super worried about it. I'm going to probably be trapped doing this page over a couple of weeks, I'm not going to lie. I might work on this while I'm doing my office hours with my students, because nobody ever comes to office hours, and all I have to do today is apply to a single job. I have like one, it's like a graphic design, I think, position for Apex Legends. So I'm gonna apply to that. Although EA just laid a shitload of people off, so like I'm assuming that's why they fucking posted the job, because they laid everybody off. So that's fun. I love it when I just, you know, take somebody else's job and cry, I guess. Not too much. That'll work. Actually, it looks like I really need to do this. I'm close. Sure. Yeah. Worst. 3-point perspective is rough. Hello. This happened naturally because of the camera, but I'm not super worried about it, to be honest. I wish I actually liked this song more, but I don't, and that's okay. Ah, yes, Dinosaur Park. So, feels like a Wes Parker kind of a day. He's with the crystal ball. In the dark with a crystal ball. Daddy's in the dark with a crystal ball. In the dark with a crystal ball. I know it all the time. Welcome back. Stay at night where the crystals grow. I wanna stay at night where the crystals grow. Okay, I gotta fix this door. That is how thick the door is. I'm gonna just go ahead and do these by hand, these lines, because I am lazy. Figure it out. Slowly but surely. But yeah, if you ever need any help putting together an art portfolio for college, let me know. That's like one of my specialties, is that I help graduating students in college put together their art portfolios for jobs, you know, so I'd be glad to help. But it's some exciting stuff. Most of the time, getting into art school is not the hard part. It's the, like, what you get out of art school. That's the hard part. But you'll do great. There we go. Thank you for the lurkies, by the way. I think Chips was lurking earlier, too. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to Lurktown. All right, let me figure out. It's about this area, so let me get some. This is like the fun little. Whee! Don't mind me. Whee! Do you have any drawing tablet recommendations? Oh, right now, I would recommend actually buying a Huion. I believe that they're doing a big Amazon sale. Let's see, Huion sale. I think that there is a sale going on right now. Yeah, it's a Prime Day, the Prime Day sale. So I recognize that this'll end once Prime Day is over, but Huion is a great alternative to a Wacom. As of right now, the drama with Wacom, because I have this Wacom from legitimately when I started art school, so this is an Intuos 4. It's ancient. This thing is very, very old. Still working. I've got a couple of different styluses for it. They don't make the styluses that I use anymore, so my Wacom is considered a relic at this point, but they just announced that they're no longer going to continue to update drivers for old Wacom devices, meaning that they're forcing people to upgrade, even though this tablet works perfectly fine. So, Wacom's gross. That being said, this sale does end in 12 hours, so if you don't have time to do this sale right now, that's totally fine, because I recognize they'll do a sale guaranteed again on Black Friday, would be the next one. But depending on what you like, I always recommend to my students, if you go into shop and then you hit pen tablets, on the Inspiroi Frago Medium is always what I recommend to my students. It's larger than the tablet I'm using currently. It doesn't have any buttons. There's no thrills, like no extra frills, bells, and whistles. What I would say. I personally like the one that's got the wired connection because I think that they have better connectivity, but I don't think it's 100% necessary. But this guy with this 10% off sale is $90. That's probably about a third of the cost of the Wacom. It's insane. So a Huion Inspiroi Frago Medium would be what I would recommend. You can also get these on Amazon as well. The other ones that I like, they're all Inspirois. Oh, I guess it'll be under the Inspiroi Pro. These guys are more on sale. I guess these ones are also wireless as well. I don't really like the ones with all the buttons on the side. No joke, I just don't use them. Like, at all. Yeah, I guess these are the only Inspiroids that they got. So yeah, this Frago M, you can see kind of how big it is. It's about the size of a laptop, give or take. I wish that they would show that image again. Yeah, that's about how wide it is. Mine is smaller than that. My drawing surface is probably about a third of this. But it's very portable, super light, and if you want one that's a little bit smaller, that's more comparable to the size of the drawing tablet that I have now, that's the S, the Frago S, and then that one's $70. It's slightly on sale as well, so yeah, let me see. That is Huion is the name of the tablet. But they also have like pen displays, so similar to Cintiqs. These are a little bit more expensive. I personally don't like drawing monitors, so I just don't use them and don't recommend them. They're also more expensive, but if you want to like shell out for a drawing monitor, I would say that that's a good pick as well. Yeah. But I would say, yeah, definitely avoid Wacom right now because they're being little weenies. Oh, you can do, yeah, return. Welcome back. How does it feel to know Kung Fu? But another good brand that I would recommend if you don't want to get a Huion and you'd prefer to go with another brand would be an XP pen. They have less good pen pressure sensitivity, but like at this point, they're all kind of so comparable that it doesn't matter. I like them both. I think that Huion is just the cheapest, as far as I understand. Okay, you got a Huion as well. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't like them either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Ritsu. I don't like the screen, so you may find that the Inspiroi might be the one. Because in that way you don't have the buttons, and then that one also is screenless too. Yeah, I hate the screen drawing tablets. I fucking hate them. Ew. Oh, gross. Got the 3-point perspective. I don't even know. Let's see, so yeah, I mean, some people prefer them. I mean, yeah, you can like, it's really a preference thing. I think what really did it for me was when I was in art school in 2012, we were working on older models of the Cintiqs, and when I say that the distance between the like tablet itself and the screen was so immense, it was like almost like an inch between the where your tablet touched the plastic and the actual, so like the drawing pad surface itself, and then the like actual drawing monitor underneath it was so far that I was like, bro, I feel like I'm drawing like through a sheet of plastic, and it was just so bad. It was just like, I can't do it. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it like this, kind of, I think. I'm like, I don't know how this corner connection works, but that's how it works now. I'm making architecture. Yeah, I'm sure it's much better. We just sold our Wacom to another student, and from RemCAD, and I'm kind of glad that the evil has been defeated and it is like gone. Be gone, demon. Yeah, if it was me and I was replacing this Wacom that I don't use any of the buttons on, the Inspiroi would be my pick for sure. Yeah, I realized too, my workflow, the way that my workflow goes is that I intentionally work with both my keyboard and the tablet, and so having the multiple monitors is something that's just like really useful to me as well. What the hell does this booth look like? Yeah, it can be really distracting, Ritsu, I agree. Yeah, I remember using them in class, and like I could work with them, but like I did not like it. I didn't like that very much. I would just bring my tablet to the class and then plug it into the Cintiq. And my teacher was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I hate it so much." Okay. I think I have the booth texture. I think I do. I think this is like a little bit too close, but or it feels too, I don't know, maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just duplicate this over a bunch of times. So that way I don't have to do this. There we go. Yeah, it's the older ones are they were pretty insane. That was like circa like 2012, and it was not gonna lie, not good. Okay, I gotta just kind of like line this up. This will make sense in a second. I gotta kind of like... I'm realizing that I don't like how I did this. There we go. Now I don't have to suffer. All right. Yeah, just kind of proof that sometimes not all technology is the best. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta wait for shit to get better, and that's okay. All right, is that kind of janky? Yeah, a little bit. Will it work for the sake of this panel? Yes. I'm not gonna worry about it too bad. People are upset about the Trippy Taco couch texture. They can fight me, and that's all right. I'll deal. Fight me to the death. I updated to Daz, and all of my my custom support assets are missing, and I don't know where they went. So I have to go find them. I know which folder they're in, but Daz didn't load them, so no, I gotta do that. I don't even remember what these chairs looked like. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. Right? Exactly. The Trippy Taco is worth $2 for the entire comic, for all 288 pages. Just kidding. My comics make pretty decent sales when I'm in person, but I'm about to shift to that period where it's like I'm not going to be making money at conventions anymore because I'm going to be in Canada. From the sun like Dracula. Hydrate! I'm actually probably going to go make a good old pot of tea. Maybe put like a samosa in the air fryer or something. But I will. Cal, the flavor of Alani today is purple cotton candy. And it's actually high-key kind of good. It's not as good as the regular cotton candy one, though. I'm eating cheese! Anytime anybody says cheese, I just hear Wallace from Wallace and Gromit say, cheese! But let me hydrate a little bit on this energy drink. I actually got, guess what, 9 hours of sleep last night. Would you believe it? cotton candy. Spectacular. King James, blue Stilton, red Leicester, cracked black pepper. Woo! We don't actually get Leicester cheese that much here in the States. It's like really rare. And you have to like go to Whole Foods and then it's like 80. You want to know what's weird? I learned that in Old English or like medieval English, so like circa 900, give or take 800, 900, that would have been pronounced Leicester. So obviously we don't say that like that anymore, but I do think it's interesting how like we just like go rogue. Let's see, what do we want to listen to? I'm going to listen to the Nathan playlist today. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. And then apparently Leicester used to be Letterchester. And so like it just everybody just lost letters. Like over time people decided that it was like I'm done pronouncing this shit. I don't want to. There's too much fucking effort here. I'm lazy and I don't want to do it. It's like, oh. Gonna go grab an ice cream. Sammy. Okay, let me... I bet you I can actually... Because perspective says... Oh, of course not. I'm like, pretty please, I don't... Ah, damn. I was like really hoping I could just duplicate the table. My dream was bashed. It was smashed into a million pieces just then. Destroyed. Dashed to bits. My mom was a big fan of ice cream sandwiches. My dad used to be too. Now he can't eat the dairy so much anymore because it gives his lungs a hard time. But when I was a kid, those Kodiak ice cream bars used to be the shit. He was very invested in the ice cream Sammies. All right, what am I looking at here? I just have I'm just gonna do a regular straight back chair. I'm not even gonna fuck around with it. I recognized in the beginning, I was like, what if these had like a fun little tilt to them? We're not doing that. Not gonna do it. Can't do it. Not today. Okay, I really should go. I'm gonna go and get, after drawing this chair, I'm gonna go get a samosa. Or at least put a samosa in the air fryer. Because otherwise, I'm gonna karate chop myself directly to hell. I don't have any more string cheese. We're out of string cheese, and I'm sad about it. Mood. Sometimes we eat the things that hurt us. I don't know why humans are like this. We're like, time for suffering. Don't think about it too hard. We just... It's okay. We'll just suffer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of suffering. I thankfully don't have too many intolerances or anything, but I also acknowledge that, like, I'm very lucky I dodged a bullet on that one. This chair looks comically large, so I'm gonna actually shrink it, and we're gonna go like that because I can do what I want. I recognize that these are just like placeholder stools, so like I can just kind of do what I want here, and nobody can tell me no. Fight me. Chair. Chair. Sure. Sure. Yeah, it's true. Humans are silly little guys, you know? I would really love it if I could just duplicate this chair. Even if it doesn't fit the perspective, I'm just duplicating the chair. No one can stop me. I don't really care. I don't got time. I don't got time for this. I'm actually gonna keep. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Okay, let me make this a little bit larger. Just gonna kind of throw it over here. Sure. Chair. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, now I gotta get rid of this thing. I don't know what kind of samosa I should have. I'll erase the rest of this later. Okay, not bad. God, I'm almost done with the environment. Okay, I keep second guessing myself here, but I am almost done. Let me just get through this real quick. I'm almost there. And then I will go and get the samosa. I forgot to erase this shit over here. This sucks. Nobody look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Oh, God. Don't look at it. Look away. All right, there we go. All right. And there's the, yeah. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, I also need to erase this too. Don't look at this. It's a wonderful day for pie. What kind of pie? Actually, pie sounds fucking good. I'm a fan of, like, peach pie. I also like cherry pie. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, except, you know what? We're missing one line. There it is. Not bad. All right, let me go get a samosa in there. I don't think he's had pie. And actually, it's funny because there was an entire panel. Hold on, let me find it. There was an entire page where they were in a diner. But one of Bo's favorite places is a diner. Yeah. So there was an entire page where they were at a diner, and Wukong had pancakes. He had pancakes, but Bo has a slice of blueberry pie. I think pecan pie would definitely be really good. I feel like monkeys overall just like fruit a lot, so I'm sure pie would be a great dessert. I would be willing to bet that those caramel apple empanadas from Taco Bell are like a guilty pleasure. All right, I will be right back. Let me go put this samosa in the air fryer, and I will return shortly. The samosas have been fried. They're in there for 7 minutes. Coconut cream pie, Oreo pie. Those two I like. Never had chicken pot pie. I love chicken pot pies. I will literally go feral for a good chicken pot pie. Also, everybody should stretch. Sit up nice and straight. Yeah, I love chicken pot pie. The Blakes are the best ones, though. They gotta have, like, good crust on them. Otherwise, I cry sad tears. And that's how that works. I just am extra sad. All right, now, let's actually get some people in here. All right, Sean's hair is the same. So she's going to have the same outfit as the last chapter. Not that much time has passed, so I don't have to worry about suffering too bad. Everything is about the same as it was before. Boop. Tiger kicked the shit out of her, and I do feel kind of bad. I have to draw her with, like, a black eye. Very sad. So that does kind of suck. I think I'm going to get the Inspirator Frago, and when I get paid, I started a program that lasts 7 weeks. Oh, nice! Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. You get, like, a decent paycheck. That's cool. Yeah, thankfully the Huions are really affordable. I am very grateful for that, for sure. Like, oh, I gotta go shake the thing in there. Hold on. Hold on. Never mind. Apparently I don't. It was like, add the food, and I'm like, I already did, and then that was it. But yeah, I love that the Huions are so affordable, especially when, you know, Wacom does something very Apple-like and is like, well, you have to upgrade, otherwise we'll just fucking we'll brick your tablet. It's like, oh, thanks, I guess. Love that from you guys. That's super cool. Hooray. They're like, you need to buy new stuff from us. We're mad that people aren't upgrading every single year. Okay, well, maybe make a good product. Maybe don't be a weenie boo-boo. I will fight you at your house. I will poop in your shoes. That's my thought anyway. Okay, I'm glad that, overall, oh, let me figure out how this is gonna go. This shoe would not be able to physically do this, so we're gonna put the shoe down, and I'm gonna actually have her foot go up like this. That would be physically impossible in this chunky ass shoe, so we're not gonna worry about that. That's better. Makes more sense. I love the way that that toe is pointed, but it would not happen. I will steal your ribs. Oh, God. I need to fix my keyboard shortcuts, because as per usual, I feel like I need to do this on stream every, like, 5 seconds. And I'm not really sure why. Photoshop, even though... Oh, wait, I forgot that I have the default, or these presets set. There we go. Yes? Don't save the presets as just... I just want the presets. Thank you. Literally, it was working yesterday, right? Like, crazy. Funny. Be ready for it. It goes. Goodbye, Sean. You are in the chair now. How does it feel? How does it feel to be chair? Thank you for contacting the office of Mouse and Moose Esquire. That's all I have to say. I don't know why her sitting like that made me think about that specifically, but it did. Nice. Boop. Okay, so there's that. Let's get Yin in here. I feel like no matter what happens to Sean, she just always ends up in this same exact position with Yin, and I'm not really sure. It's the position of, oh, Wukong didn't do what he was supposed to, and now he's gone. Oh yeah, I forgot that their hair is tucked behind their ear. Oh my god, this panel is so tiny. I respect it, but also... Lord. It's so small. Boop beep. Oh, and I gotta draw the Trippy Taco uniform again. Okay, let's pull this out of my butt. I don't remember what the Trippy Taco uniform looks like, so... Oh wait, do I have that page open? Yeah, Mocha's in the uniform. That's okay. I got it. I got it figured out. I like how their knees just, like, freakishly poking through the table. Right there. There's, like, a weird flesh blob. Don't look at it. If you ignore it, it'll just go away. It's, like, kind of possessed, but... You just give it some time and it'll leave. The flesh blob will eventually go away. Just kidding. Oh my god, this elbow is so messed up. Alright. Formality and everything about it. People killing people for a reason. That's my samosas. They're done. I'm just gonna leave them in there for just a second. Finish up Yin here. I'm almost done with them. They have black pants on. And the leggy is like literally barely existing under here. Leggy. I don't even remember what their shoes look like. Oh, did I list them as Guan Yin in here? Oh, they're listed as Lin. I changed their name later. Oh, okay, they just got like little Ming Dynasty shoes on. That's easy peasy. That's easy stuff. Wait. Okay. I like never draw the lower half of their body, so I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Little no slip shoes. Very important for not slipping and dying when you're doing kitchen. All right. Oh, yeah, it would help probably if I just kind of... Sure. This is kind of unnecessarily... I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm like, I don't want to do complicated establishing shots, and then I'm like, and then I just do it anyway. I don't know why I'm like this. I know what I have done. I know what has happened to me. I am also ultra fucking exhausted. I'm actually gonna need the US to just chill the fuck out for 5 seconds and just stop. Because it's kind of to the point where I am slowly dying. Oh, wait. Just kidding. Their toes are behind the chair. Hydrate! Thank you, Chips. Everybody should drink liquids and not die. That's a very important thing to do. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. I've got to merge all this stuff together and then do the little thingy here. Could be worse. I don't like this line here. That's better. How you doing, Chips? Hopefully good. Hello, can you please? I'm gonna go get some samosas. I'm just gonna actually fill that in. I don't even care. All right, panel 1. We did it. No, except I should probably put like a little like frame thing here. That's fine. Wow. All right, let me go get my samosa. I will be right back. I got 3 samosas. And they are the temperature of the sun, so I'm going to let them not be the temperature of the sun. And then I'm going to consume samosa. I am not going to worry about the background at all here, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to go rogue. I have the ability to do that. As an artist, I can choose to be a lazy piece of shit. Crazy how that works. Yin has hands that are made for, like, doing, Isan, I think is what it's called. It's like a Thai traditional dance. They got them dance fingers. Don't ask me to explain further. I know what I mean. I don't want to do any work today. I would really just like to chill the fuck out. I would really love to not have to work my fucking marketing job anymore, guys. I'm done with dealing with boomers and their fucking AI books. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want it. I need them to stop fucking just doing whatever they're doing, you know what I'm saying? Sucks because it's like, I like the income, but like, that was not what I signed up for when I started working for Pubmendo like 3 years ago. Or almost 5 years ago. Holy shit. Crazy. I just wish that Jace was home and that I didn't have to worry about shit and that I could just pack. Hi, Carol, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I slept too much. Oh no! Honestly though, sometimes that's what your body needs. Look at how freaky the new Daz models look. Look at them. Look into her eyes. Look deep into her eyes. Look at her little glossy lips. I'm like, no, I need these to be crusty. I don't need them to be distracting. Okay, I need to look up a reference for a good image there. Okay, so I think we're gonna do left eye, and I'm gonna have to kind of... This eye is gonna be closed, and it's gonna be the one that's actually the black eye. Rip, girl. Oh, that's so sad. This is frustrating. Sucks. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie. Flip. Ah, oh, girl, no! That is the worst. Alright. I'll worry about filling it in just a second. Oh my god. This is the worst! Literally the worst. Alright. Gotta draw those Disney Cinderella hands, you know what I'm saying? What is happening? Who is calling me? Somebody did. Suspected spam, my favorite! Spam. I would love some spam right now, actually. That would be the best case scenario. Musubi would really make everything actually like about 40,000 times better, not gonna lie. I would love some spam. What's your guys' favorite way to eat spam? If you enjoy the spam, what do you like to eat? What is your favorite spam? I gotta say, mine is either musubi or spam fried rice. Love myself some fucking spam. Remember when spam was like 79 cents a can? What the fuck is up with this like $7.99 spam? Makes me upsetty spaghetti. Makes the poor kid in me mad because it's like, you can come for my house, you can come for my car, but if you come for my spam, we're gonna have a problem. Let me figure out. Okay. No, actually, before I do this... There we go. All right. What if I just went to sleep for the next 50 years and then just kind of like cryo slept through a bunch of shit? What if I became frozen in the ice? Oh, not this far apart. Want to be at the start. Tell me you love. Tell me you love me. You're the antidote to my heart. It's a little bit. I'm incorrect here. Okay. Not bad. I want to be the start. Okay, let me try seeing if my body will instantly reject this food or not. Let's find out. I wish I had Raita. Oh, you're back up to 20! Oh my god, it's happening. You're becoming powerful. How does it feel to be too powerful? Let the darkness flow through you, Cal. God bless India for samosas, man. I'm gonna be living across the street from a Tanzanian place, and that shit's dangerous because they have their own versions of samosas too. I'm excited for food to not cost fucking like 80 Canadian dollars every time you go out to eat. That's gonna be nice. Wow, look at how glossy the nails are. Look at this update. They were like, hold on, our update. We're calling it the Fabu update. No longer are your unshaded and untextured models crispy looking. We gave her the glam. Glambot update. Daz was like, hold on, I gotta go upstairs for a minute. And then like Daz was like, I'm gonna be the prettiest girl in the party. And then that was this. Yeah, Daz is free. Yep. So the kicker is, with Daz, I'm gonna turn off, or at least I'm gonna look away from the model so that way I can show you on screen how this works. So Daz itself is free. Making all these primitives is free. The default, if you look at my content library, the default people, so that's going to be, I don't remember where the human is in here. One of these folders contains just a singular male and a singular female human. Those are free. The thing that's not free is all of this additional content that I personally have purchased. So for example, that can be anything from default poses that I use, and then like that way it takes me less time to tweak the pose to get it where I want. So I start with a base and then tweak it. That includes morphs. So this, for example, is a morph for a plus-sized woman, so that way you can not have a shitty-looking plus-sized female. I do need to pick up, like Chips is saying, that husky guy model, which would be great. This is another good example of this morph. I guess it doesn't really show off the body too much. This is like a big-ass buff dude. There he is, big buff dude. You can, of course, purchase clothes, hair, those kinds of things for models, but because I'm not using it to do rendering, because most of the time people are creating scenes like this one that is in the scene that I hovered over, where you have a full background, lighting, the model, clothing, hair, and you're actually creating 3D renders of the characters themselves. That's obviously not what I'm using this program for. I'm using it for references, to get my references done quickly, so that I can create custom models that all have the same proportions every single time that I use them. And that is what is important for the process here. So if you are looking for just a model itself, that is free. They're more humanoid, and they do have some morphs that you can download to make like more anime looking characters, for example, but like I don't tend to use those because my style leans into realism. But Daz in itself as a program is free. The morphs are what cost money. But on average, I would say, like, I just went on a spending spree and I just got like a bunch of ultra useful morphs that I know I'm going to use. I've already used a couple of them for extra posing and things like that. And that, you know, they cost, if you can catch them on sale, about $7 USD per morph. The most expensive I've seen a morph is like 20 to 30 USD, but I always wait until they're on sale, and then I'll dump like 160 USD on a bunch of morphs. But yes, Daz 3D is free. There is a little bit of a learning curve. This thing functions more like 3D rendering software, and was not designed to be like a pose reference software for artists, but I think it's worth the learning curve a little bit, to be honest. If you're going to download morphs, Zaticus produces the best morphs I've ever seen. That's where that plus guy morph, or plus size guy morph, came from as well. His stuff in my library is labeled as like Ultimate Z for every morph that he's made, and he makes them for G8 and G9 models, sometimes G3. But oh my god, he is the best pose artist I've ever seen. Like I've favorited like probably most of my library and most of my collection is his art, like his default poses. And some of them are kind of stiff, but like the point is I don't have to go and look for photo references. That is one crispy samosa. Sorry for the samosa ASMR. Crispy. It fell over. I think that Yin's eyes are just going to be closed. They're thinking really hard about how to punch Wukong in the head. Actually, just kidding. Hold on. That was incorrect. What kind of flavor? You keep asking us these flavor questions. Fruity. I don't know. I always go for the fruit. It's Pride Month. That's gay. Oh, I'm going citrus. Citrus every time. That helps. I just don't know what kind of flavors you're asking, because I could be like pumpernickel, and then that would be like super far off. Like, I don't know. I gotta watch out. I haven't tried any of their Bella Luna teas. I always keep, like, missing the window to buy the Bella Luna. My favorite limited time tea of theirs is the Brigadoon. That shit is amazing. What a great Scottish breakfast blend. Oh my god, it's so good. They're so annoyed. This expression. I was very inspired by Jamie Hewlett's art when I was designing their character. I love them to death. My canonically gender fluid love. I love how people are like, queer people don't exist, and I'm like, well, explain this shit. This was 500 fucking years ago somebody wrote this thing. America, explain. Whatever that vine is. I think about that one a lot, too. This is not Arkansas. That girl was right. Nothing about America makes sense. Got cuts in your eyes. I say it, you sympathize. Yeah, it takes some time to get used to, like, actually whipping out these posing. Like, you can see how it takes me most of my time is spent for at least this comic posing stuff. And then doing backgrounds, obviously. That's going to be the second biggest bane of my existence is backgrounds. But once your muscle memory starts to kind of kick in... Oh, I guess we do have technically an exposed nippy here. Hold on. Don't look at it. If Jeff Bezos doesn't see it, they won't know. I'm glad, because Tapas changed their rules about nudity, so now if your comic is marked as mature, you can have nudity, because, like, they were upset that Yin had a nipple out in one thing, and I'm like, they're non-binary, and they have a completely flat-ass chest. Like, what do you want? Like, so men nippies are okay, but, like, potentially gender-ambiguous nippies not okay? I was confused. But they got rid of that rule, so now I don't have to worry about it. Like... respect you when you're such a twat. So do you my future's responsibility to sit down and think what I should do? The weird flesh nub coming through the table is killing me. Yeah. I don't know how anything works regarding, like, posing fabric or anything like that, so that's still, like, not my strong suit with this. I just draw all the clothing by hand, because it would take way too long. You can use this for, like, interactive licenses as well. So, like, if you wanted to make animations and stuff, but I just don't understand. Like, as somebody who's worked in a professional pipeline, I don't see any usage for this other than making amateur 3D animations, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Yeah, and then it's the worst, because then you're like, is it ever coming back? Can I buy this again? I'm trying to figure out if I want to buy, a bag of the Lady Grey from Dushanbe near me before we go to Canada, because this is hella wrong. That shit is one of my favorite teas of all time, and I know that I'm not gonna have access to it. Like, I'm sure they can ship internationally, but like that's such a pain in the ass for them that I don't want to like make effectively like a small restaurant and tea company have to ship tea to Canada, you know? Oh my god, they look so upset. Drawing is funny because you have this idea of something in your head and you're like, I wonder what that looks like, and then you get done and you're like, oh. Oh, I love how I drew this completely on the wrong layer. Isn't that funny? Isn't that silly when that happens? That's so silly. That's so silly. That's funny stuff. It's okay, we got it. We got it on lock. We're alright. Oh. Wait. There's a hole. A hole. Oh, not satin. I don't even know what this is used for. I don't even know. There's so many like weird filters in here that I'm like, what was the original purpose of this? Like, this is like such a pointless thing to have. What were you made for? Bella Luna, Puar, Orange, Safflower, Lemon, Vanilla, Bergamot. Oh my god! Oh my god! That sounds so delightful. Wait, I wonder if you could recreate it in the custom teas. If you could create something similar. We have to go on a quest, Cal. Yeah, Lady Grey is nothing nearly so complicated. It's just a lavender Earl Grey with other florals in it. I don't remember which of the other flowers. We have to do science, Cal. Clearly, this is what must be done. Sometimes you just decide that a line is not for you, you know what I'm saying? I really do not want to go do office hours today. Ugh. I wish I did not resent this shit so much anymore. It's hard. When you remember the good times, you know? And you remember what it was like when you didn't resent working at both of the jobs that you work at, and you're fucking overworked and underqualified. Or overqualified and I don't know. There's a song. Hold on. Wait a second. Where's that one song? Oh, hold on. Camp. Ah, underpaid and overqualified. Richie Branson. No, it's gone. For whatever reason, it was pulled off of Spotify, which makes me super sad. It's from Camp. I don't know why they would remove this from Spotify because it was iconic. Sad. That's how I feel on my insides. All right, but look at that. I think we're actually going to make it. I think we're going to be okay. I need to open up a panel that actually has her on it from the last page. It's this one. She's so upset. And then I need to figure out, whoops, how to color the background, but we'll get there eventually. I need to have the memory resurface of what the fuck I actually am even shading here. I don't even know what's going on. I'm too tired for this shit. I'm tired of this, Grandpa! Oh my god. You know that one when you accidentally hit Control P instead of Control Open? Oh, get out of your printer. You don't have any ink. This. All right. And it's been a minute since I've worked on Yin as well. Just gonna grab this. Yeah, God, my art has changed so violently since working on this comic. Like, this is crazy. Crazy. Totally different. At least they're easy to draw, not gonna lie. You know what upsets me, though? I realize I'm gonna be very upsetty here. I'm just gonna probably color that in. Or actually, this is the wall color. Gross. Beep, boop, beep, beep, beep. God, this is gonna take forever. Damn you, backgrounds! I just want this thing to be done. Boink. I'm pretty sure the tables are also black. Yeah. Or dark gray anyway. I forgot the wall over here. That's annoying. I wish I could just lay down and take a nap and not have to worry about all this stupid shit with work that I have to worry about. That'd be pretty cool. I hope I missed some of the seed too. My bad. Oh my god. Get in here, buttons. Buttons. Hope I missed a bunch of stuff on the floor. God damn. I feel like last night my body remembered what it was like to sleep. And I'm like, that's a thing. And so now my body is like, hey, I forgot about that. Can we do that again? And I'm like, oh, bro, we got stuff to do, man. I hate to be that guy, but we got shit to do. All right, not bad. Easy peasy lemon for squeezy. Where's the burrito? There we go. Oh! Cal, you might have cracked the code. Did you crack the code? See, what is the overall? I guess I'm going to do the overall wall color here. Cal's over there unlocking the secrets to the universe. Okay. Poor Sean. No. Ah, that's the sucks. I laugh, but also I cry. It's really shitty. Poor Dante, Earl Grey Moonlight, Safflower Petals, Lemon Pearl. Or lemon peel. Oh my god. Okay, but you should taste it. We should do taste tests, Cal. I need to know. What if I just went to Sleepy's forever? Oh god, my eyes are like all itchy. We almost had a tornado here yesterday. I do not have the money to taste test this. Okay, screenshot me and send me your ratios, Cal. I need to know. I'll get it when I get to Canada. I have so many questions. Okay, but actually, I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna get this done before I have to like be gone to go do office hours that nobody ever shows up to. I don't know why I do this for these kids. You want to make your teacher really fucking happy, guys? Go to office hours. I'm not even shitting you. That's how you instantly win. And actually, it might seem like a way to kiss ass, but I'm not even lying. That also opens up a bunch of academic opportunities that you wouldn't have had because the teacher is excited that you're willing to make a connection. Thank you, Cal. We will go on this journey together. Little do they realize that the tea drinkers are little fucking chemists. We need to know. We need to know the secrets. God, I feel so zippy. This is like the easiest panel I feel like, or easiest page comp I've done in a while. Yeah, crazy. Even though the background was kind of intense, I'm not really sure what happened. Somehow I locked in. Guess what? Maybe it was because I went to sleep, guys. Do you think it was because I went to fucking sleep? That was probably it. There's this thing and it's really good for you and it's called going the fuck to sleep. Sad I don't have an LA skyline already saved. Let me go get one because I know I'm going to need it. Do you get paid bonuses? Oh, homepage highlights. That's crazy. I wonder if these guys use the pexels as their like portfolios for freelance photography work. Ah, the most American thing about the skyline? A Planned Parenthood. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. We just gotta reverse engineer, Cal. We have the power. We have the taste buds. We can do it. See, the only problem is... Let me see what I got here. A Citibank. There we go. I believe in us, Cal. I believe in you. I think that you have the power. Wow, this is actually almost literally the perfect size for this. I kind of want more of the skyline. Nice. All right, let's get some text on here. Man, I feel very speedy all of a sudden. That was crazy. Okay, there's no... I don't need any of these things anymore. Why you have... Why? What? Okay. It was like, would you like your sentences to be, your lines to be so far apart? Like, it's going to be so far apart. You're not even going to know. It's going to be crazy. You have no idea. They're going to be so fucking far apart. I do believe in you. I believe in you. It's kind of like being a chef and like reverse engineering sauces and stuff. Like eventually your mouth just kind of figures it out. I have to, unfortunately, probably go because I gotta go sit in this office hours where, you know, no one will be. My favorite part about being an American teacher, my students just ignoring me. I'm gonna go ahead and change the tail on this. Oh, I have no idea where this... I don't know why this other line went away, but I imagine it's probably about right here. All right, unfortunately, I gotta go deal with these students and open up my office hours, so I'm gonna save this out as a mobile template while I'm in there hanging out. But thank you so much to everyone who hung out and streamed today. I really appreciate you all, and you all are amazing. And I will be back on Monday to work more on commissions. So pop in, say hi, and I hope everybody has a really good weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.